Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Wolf King from the YouTube channel Wolf King's Videos. How you doing?
What's
Very
up,
keen,
Wolf?
which is kind of weird. What up, Blue? And what up, Xbox and Nadia? How y'all doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for holding this hangout.
Yeah, you know. Uh, any of you recently heard about this story about Germany was working to make incest legal?
Ooh,
No.
no, I've not heard about that, and that is not good news.
Yeah, I'm aware, but it is interesting. It is interesting. The German Ethics Council, it might get the boot because criminal law is not the same way. Well, it's not the appropriate means to preserve a social taboo. So I mean, it's they might give that some consideration, but other than that, it's something a little bit abnormal, something that I wouldn't necessarily, or anyone wouldn't necessarily see happening in that region. But whatever. What do you think?
Is it just some knucklehead who floated a trial balloon, or is this something that, you know, some province or the nation is actually considering? Because I suspect the former.
I'm not sure. It's still blowing up right now. I think it might be a particular case in which two people that might have this certain subjective case of being with each other. Just it might just be a subjective case, but in other words, they might be weighing that. But hopefully, I'm hoping they just they turn back and say no to it. Hey, what's up, Informative?
How's it going, man?
Haven't seen you in a while, man.
Yeah, I've been really busy and such, just recording some stuff and just hanging out and such. Something like that. In other words, I guess I've been all over the place, but how you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Same shit, different day.
What were y'all just talking about? I had to mute because my phone rang.
German incest being legal, or striving to be legal.
Oh.
Does Germany have the laws?
What?
Do they have the?
Hey!
Stop, Mike. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Star.
How's it going, man?
What country is it that they have the animal sex legal kind of thing?
America.
Well, the other than America.
It's not legal here, and you are a jackass for claiming so, even as a joke.
It is. It's actually legal.
Huh?
It's legal. I'm in Arkansas, man. It's legal in Arkansas. What are you talking about?
Bestiality.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Only
I was thinking
recently.
one of those weirdly written laws. I thought it was like, you know, that kind of
Yeah. Apparently, well, hold on. Apparently, lower animals are nature's whores.
What's wrong?
Dadgum.
They're just handy.
Okay, but enough of our arrogance and our humanity. Let's stick it to the right wing. All right, so dipshit pundit, radio host Rush Limbaugh tried to compare climate change to a religion.
Oh wow.
How do you do that?
Easy. You just say it, and idiots believe what you say.
No, hold on. Let me just read the note in my language. Not in a voice. Well, you got these idiots. You got these idiot liberals to like trying to save the planet, that want to make our difference and all this, wanting to make the world better.
More screaming.
Yeah, more screaming. Trying to with all this cap and trade bullshit and trying to save the planet. I mean, it's kind of it just recognizes the right wing mindset. Like, fuck the planet, let's just make money and shit. Let's not care about the planet that's conserving our existence.
Even if global warming wasn't like the way we imagine it to be, we should still not pollute the fucking planet with crazy shit.
Right. Even if it's not affecting us now, it will affect us one way or another.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The way we treat our planet is totally fucking insane anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
And not to mention the biblical injunction, which tells us to be good stewards of the planet. And its
Yeah, I mean,
animals.
you'd think Christians of all people would be up for like making
Right.
the planet nice. Why?
No, but you're missing that part where God apparently gives humanity domain over everything on the planet. So that means we have the right to fuck it up because we're gonna go to heaven anyway if we repent.
But how does that that conflicts with the being good steward part?
Another biblical
Dude.
contradiction? Oh my!
Xbox, you know better. They pick and choose that shit. Hell, Eric can vouch for that. Hey, Eric.
Hey guys.
Yo. Yeah, I heard the. Oh, sorry. No, I heard the debate with you and G-Man. That was interesting. Yeah.
Oh, bomba clotted boy don't know shit about no secular governments.
By the way, Eric,
Stupid pussy
how
hole.
can you get in these rooms, Eric? Right?
Yeah.
When in fact you have me blocked. How the fuck do you manage to do that, dude?
He had an audio thing blocked too, but probably unblocked
Yeah,
him.
how the fuck does he manage to get in rooms though if he's got me blocked? Isn't
probably
he
doesn't
fucking
have-
giant?
He probably didn't have it blocked right now.
Apparently he got over it. Shit. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not fucking Yana. He's not some little like trap ab monkey.
I
that
don't
fucking-
even know why he blocks me though. He's done it twice now, and twice he's unblocked me, dude. At
Aye,
least be
Ross boy,
consistent.
get over it. I hate fucking Pillbox. You think I'm gonna block his stupid ass forever?
Exactly, but I don't even block Pillbox. I wouldn't block any. Look,
Yeah,
he's just done it
block
again.
Pillbox forever.
What a
Yes,
weirdo.
block Pillbox
You just-
forever.
He just blocked again.
Eric is like weird. He's just the
I don't
weirdest
need
person
him. The guy
ever.
just annoys me.
He just this. Are your meds wearing off, Eric, or some shit?
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of secularism, so apparently in America now they have this issue of this kid in Pennsylvania is gonna get 2 years because he did a lewd act with a Jesus statue in which he pretended like the statue was blowing him, and now he's getting 2 years for that shit.
Yeah, that's what.
I saw that going around. Yeah.
Crazy.
What a waste of fucking
Did you
jail
find out-
space.
Did you find out what the charges are?
Yeah, it was desecrating a fucking statue that's like.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
better name for it.
Yeah, and basically what made a lot of other people butthurt, and offended, and they had to lock this kid up. I mean, personally, I can understand some community service shit, but that 2 years is some fucking
No,
nonsense.
not even communities. What? It was a statue, and he took a picture, getting a blowjob, and you're telling me he did harm to anybody, including the statue? No, if he would have run over and chopped off its head or spray painted it, yes, that's a criminal act. But getting your picture taken as a meme, fuck no, you shouldn't have no punishment for any of that shit.
Or even
fuck?
Exactly. It happens
Crazy
all the
fucking
fucking.
motherfuckers.
It happens all the fucking time with various statues all over the planet.
Well, he didn't even rub his wiener on it. He had to rub his wiener on it even. Maybe.
What I worry about is this guy going to be on some American sexual pervert list. Is he
Yeah.
going
Probably.
to be treated like a pedophile?
No, that's bullshit. That statue is not sentient. Okay, I think
No,
Jesus.
I'm
I think-
not saying it ain't bullshit. I'm saying is that part of the charges? Because if you
No,
do
no, no.
something what is considered lewd in public in America, you can be put on the sex offender list. Of course,
It's fucking America. I wouldn't be surprised. Just saying.
You know what? You can be put on a sex offender list if you pee in public.
right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Well, that's why, is the desecrating a statue or whatever, is that a law just in Pennsylvania? Is it like a local law? State law?
It's some local shit.
That's crazy.
Desecrating public property might be another way to do it.
Right, right.
Desecrating. I think I'm
Well, it
more
would be
worried about this
vandalized.
guy getting charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, which means you could get a sex tier attachment.
Mhm.
Sex pervert attachment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
showing your balls in like public probably get charged with or something ridiculous.
You
but
can get on the list.
Down
We'll
or
be
not,
on the
right?
list for that for sure. You show your balls in this town, you're a pervert, and you won't be allowed to live near a school for 10 years.
Yeah. And you gotta
Yeah, but all he did was like rub his boner like next to it. I mean, like it's not like he took it out or anything.
Yeah.
I mean just Christians need to learn to take a drink of water, like seriously.
You need a bit more than that, but.
Oh.
Has he already gone to jail, or is he facing this time? Has there been a trial yet?
No, I think he's facing that time.
Okay. Well, then there's still hope for America. You limey fucks.
No, not really.
Wow.
Not really. They're just gonna rig all the elections anyway.
Not true.
I blame Obama. Fuck it.
In other news, two Buddhist monks in Cambodia were arrested for smoking meth.
Right on.
What?
Okay.
I'm not just saying. I'm not just saying random shit. These are real news stories.
They were
Okay.
trying to reach a higher level of.
Hold on. Since when has that been classified as news, man?
They
It's
needed
funny
the-
as fuck.
They needed the extra pep to pray. They can pray longer now.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I got Buddha right here with me, but he won't stop doing coke in front of kids.
But I don't know too much about Buddhists. Do they have something about desecrating your body or putting harmful things like that in your body?
Probably.
I mean, I think like they, physical attachment stuff, that Jedi type shit they do, where you're not supposed to like get attached and stuff like that. But so I think doing meth is probably like way off course.
I don't know what's
I
worse.
think it's probably
I
just
don't
a
know what's worse.
crime in Thailand, whether or not it's against the Buddhist principles or not. Smoke
Right.
meth here, you go to jail. Smoke meth there, you go. Who knows what they do to your ass?
Yeah, I was just wondering if they draw a line between, eating a mushroom and having some.
I was gonna say I don't know what's
Buddhist,
worse,
though,
man,
is
smoking meth or
Is
believing
Thailand
Jesus.
Buddhist? I thought it was Muslim.
It's kind of hard, right? I mean, at least methods like live on planet
I could be
Earth.
wrong though. Was
No.
Jesus
Thailand
is
in
even worse.
Southeast Asia, there is a large Muslim community there. Yes, Sheikh is right, but it's generally Buddhist or Hindu.
Yo,
Not-
Eric. Oh, Eric can't hear me,
Huh.
can he? Can someone just give Eric a message and tell him to fuck himself?
Interesting.
Everybody be nice.
We can't hear me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You've got him blocked. They can't hear each other.
Everybody be nice. Come on, Sty. Even you and I are for.
Don't even worry about it.
Dude, I haven't
acknowledge
done
him,
anything.
so
Eric's
please
been a
don't even
complete
worry
ass clown as
about
game,
it.
as usual.
Ladies,
That's correct.
you're both pretty. Okay, stop it now.
Listen, I'm pretty and I don't get Tourette's.
You're not doing
Yes.
anything.
Well, the audience can
It's got a
probably.
Tourette button, man.
No. I'm just. It's just something I say to my friends whenever they start acting like the Three Stooges.
Well, the
Good
audience.
one.
Can
Good
hear
one,
you
Wolf.
both.
Someone.
Well, the
What?
audience. The audience can hear them both. So
I know.
I was just reminding you because if they start arguing back and forth, they won't hear each other, but the audience. will.
Exactly. He's a fucking tool. I'll probably just join someone else's fucking hangout to fuck this.
So that'd be-
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Going ahead. Like, fuck. What was that one story I forgot? Fuck. I'm
Fuck Eric.
Ah,
Fucking
but-
Eric, you fucking slug.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes it a little easier.
Okay.
Man,
Okay,
I kind of
um,
feel an obligation when I'm in a hangout, especially with people I don't know, or there are lots of people who I'm just meeting, not to bring up my former issues and former beefs. When Matt Steele comes in, I don't go for his throat. When Alex Botten comes in, I don't go for his throat. I try to be civil, even though I want to hurt those guys.
Yeah, I try to be civil with anybody. I don't have anybody blocked. It'd take a lot for me to block someone. It'd be start threatening my life or something.
I mean, personally, if they piss me off, I'll block them for a minute, then I'll like get them back in. I mean, if they're a legitimate asshole in the great debate community, that I will block them for a moment, but they'll come back. Except a few others that will remain nameless. But whatever. Anyway, Sufi holy man. He said he had
Ghost died.
and he could bring back the dead, and he performed it by killing the guy and then trying to see if he could resurrect him, which was fucking retarded. but didn't happen.
I've heard of stories like that before. Not just here recently, but years back, people would try crap like that.
Yeah, it's kind of
Pseudoscientists trying it.
yeah.
Hey, Carl.
I mean, you
Hi, Carlton.
Hey, Carl.
You're welcome, Carlton.
Yes, yes. Hello. Okay, continue. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, you'd realize that magic, I mean, that shit's not real. I mean, if you could bring back a guy that's been dead for, I don't know, 2 minutes with a defibrillator, yeah, that might be, you know, fortunate or even miraculous in that sense. But I mean, it's not like you could literally bring back a guy that you just slaughtered.
Yeah.
As if you're fucking Magic Jesus. That's ridiculous.
And the defibrillator thing, I mean, that's not really bringing back someone from the dead. That's bringing back someone from almost being dead, from dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once they're pretty much brain dead, they're still, we can't bring them back now. Maybe in the future, for some weird reason, we can. But that's still just dying. They're not actually dead. You actually make someone dead, there's no bringing them back.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts you silent books? Go ahead.
What constitutes dead? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, you cut out a little bit. I would say the brain stops sparking and your heart stops beating.
Okay, so at what point does that occur? I mean, I think once your heart stops beating, your brain stops functioning. Am I correct?
It still throws off sparks and stuff like that for a while.
I don't know if it does actually. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, there's still
check.
Depends on if you're a zombie or not, I guess.
Yeah, there's still random firings kind of thing for a little bit.
I don't think that's the case. I think what happens is the brain starts to lose oxygen. But I think it's fairly quick.
Oh yeah, it's not like it goes on for an hour, kind of, or as far as I know. But it's still.
I think it can go on. I think it goes on for like a few minutes.
Right. Yeah. That's all I mean. Once that stops happening, then that's what I would constitute dead.
Yeah, it's like when you're dead is one of those questions like, well, like for me, how many hairs, what's the maximum number of hairs you can have left on your head and still be called bald? You know, I don't know. You know, it's like nobody really has an answer to that, but we all recognize somebody when they're bald. So, yeah.
3. I gave you an answer.
3? Is it 3? Well, here's a question. Okay. Hypothetically, okay. Let's suppose some guy's a serial killer, okay, and the police are chasing him for years, and they finally catch up with him, and he has a trial, and he's absolutely found guilty. There's no question he's guilty, and the judge sentences him to 40 years in prison, let's say. I know it's little, but okay, 40 years in prison. All right, we'll put the guy in prison. He's in prison for a day or two, and he dies. Okay, heart attack, natural cause, he just dies. Okay, we find him dead the next morning. If we could actually bring people back to life, would you bring him back to life to serve the rest of his sentence?
All right. I've heard of that ethical dilemma kind of thing. Argued before. I don't think it would be ethical to. So I don't know. We would.
Sure.
But I know some people that probably would love to, and they'd probably love to punish them and kill them again and bring them back and do it again.
That's like saying if somebody is unconscious, you add a day for a day. Do you add a day to their sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason I asked the question, right, is, I mean, I think most people, I wouldn't bring him back. If he's dead, the problem is solved. There's no sense bringing him back to punish him. But when I talked like Matthew Bell is a good example, right? Because Matthew argued that no, right? But okay, but this is his. When I talked to Matthew, not about that particular question, but when I talked about this concept of justice, right? And that, well, is there any? And the question sort of was, is there any reason to punish somebody if you do not need to protect society? Okay, for whatever reason, okay, and there is absolutely no chance that this guy's ever going to get rehabilitated or let back out, right? In other words, to just punish him until he dies, does that make any sense if you don't have to protect society? Okay.
I bet he said that it would.
Well, what constitutes punishing him?
Well,
is it punishment?
It's for the other people.
Well, But that's
Just scare other
yeah.
people.
His answer basically was a different. His answer was yes, you still would punish him because justice requires punishment, and it has nothing to do with whether this guy gets rehabilitated or you're protecting society. That there needs to be retribution here for there to be justice. That he has to suffer. And so I'm thinking in Matthew's perspective, if that guy died after just one day, maybe he would bring him back in order to finish out the sentence, in order to enact justice.
Avenge and revenge are a common theme that I hear with people like that. They have that on their mind and think that that's a just thing. I don't think revenge is just. It might make you feel better, but it doesn't solve anything.
Well, I mean, that's a psychological issue of people who believe in then punishment after death. There are some cases where people have done the most horrendous, most deplorable, fucked up things to the point that you don't feel you feel like more secure knowing that those people suffered like an intense punishment to sort of equate with the pain that they gave you. But at the end of the day, that's something that ultimately will not, let's say, I don't know, like make you feel better at the end of the day, because it's just
right. It doesn't alleviate your own anger thinking of potential future punishment.
Yes, exactly.
Solve anything, and that's the way like people feel about Hitler. That's why they bring up, oh, he's in hell, kind of thing. Now he's getting the ultimate justice because he didn't actually.
Even Hitler and Stalin. I mean, I wouldn't want them to burn forever.
Right.
I mean, isn't 5 years good enough? 5 years on fire sounds pretty good enough for me.
That's right, but you could make another scenario, right? So, I mean, if you take Hitler is fine. What if we had a scenario kind of like Australia used to be, but better, even better? What if we had another planet? What if we had rocket ships that could take you to another planet? All right, but let's pretend that for whatever reason that once you got to this planet, your spaceships couldn't take off again for whatever reason. Okay, like just make up a reason. Yeah. So, but this planet is a paradise. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. There's food. There's gorgeous weather. There's scenery. Right. It's beautiful nature. But once you get there, you can't leave.
Yeah.
What if we could take Hitler and send him in a rocket ship as planet we catch him, and what if we could put him in that rocket ship and send him to that planet? He'd be all alone, but it'd be an idyllic paradise. Mm-hmm. Would that be okay?
No, it would not be okay.
Sure.
Well, wait a minute.
Hold on.
You're protecting society, so I would agree.
Well, wait a minute. There's no one to protect because he's on this planet alone.
I know, that's why you've sent him there, is to protect the planet from him, our planet from him.
Okay.
Carlton?
Yes, Eric.
Carlton. It's wrong because what you're doing is you're giving some people an incentive to commit crimes like that.
Right.
Well, that's my point. That's my question, right? So then, is justice?
I don't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
I just want to respond to your idea. The idea is like, it makes sense in the sense that they're not on our planet, fucking it up. But at the same time, I'm glad with the end of what Hitler actually did. He had the balls enough to realize how much of a cunt he was, and he took a gun and put it in his mouth and pulled the trigger. And I'm actually happy
How do you know he realized that?
Because if
he's fucking dead. Who cares? He's a piece of shit. He killed 6 million people. He's gone.
Right, but we're missing. I think we're missing. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, I think.
You said he realized. Excuse me, Carlton. You said he realized. I'm curious. I don't think he realized it. So I'm wondering. The guy was nuts.
Yes, it's not clear what he realized or when he did. Also, the historical record is not clear. Did he shoot himself like a soldier, or did he take just pills? Maybe that doesn't matter to you people, but it matters to these soldiers. Did he shoot himself in the mouth, or did he just take pills like Ava Braun? Nobody knows.
Either way, he's taking his own life.
Right, but I think the question, though, wait a minute, though, but I think we're missing the point I was trying to make there. The question was that, before we said that, just retribution for retribution is not a valid form of justice. That we said that it's either to protect society or it's to rehabilitate somebody, but it's not just punishing them to punish them sake, right? Well, if that's the case, though, isn't that what you're doing? Because we send him to another planet, we have protected society, okay? And we have protected society, and we're not punishing him just for the sake of punishing him, right? And we're not worried about rehabilitating him. So why wouldn't that qualify?
And you can remove
not
the
create an
incentive.
incentive for people so that people know that there's a negative consequence to their
You can
actions.
You can remove that incentive by never telling them where they're going. They just
Well-
think they're sent off into space.
No, but but wait a minute. I want to address Eric's idea here. I want to talk about Eric's idea. Is because that's sort of the heart of this. Is so you're saying that there is a third component to justice, and that third component is a deterrent to other people, right?
Sure. Go on.
I mean, are we saying that that's
You know
a
what
valid
you
part of
mean
justice?
that,
Is to publicly cause someone
No, I
some
did
suffering or
not
pain so
create
that
an
they don't do it?
incentive so that they know.
Deterrents like that don't work.
A deterrent, yes, a deterrent.
But
Yeah,
isn't
but
that what
A
you're saying?
deterrent, yeah.
Right, but isn't that what you're saying?
Yes, a deterrent is part of the nature of justice. A deterrent in this way, your example aside, because you'd go crazy with no people after 6 weeks. But yes, a deterrent aside is part of our justice systems, and I think how we think about things in daily life.
I think it's a little part. I think it's a little part. Jail kind of plays a part in it. But when you're talking about the death penalty, I think that deterrent isn't there. It's proven that deterrent's not there by the death penalty.
Yeah. Okay, switching over, let's see.
Brian
Fisher has a...
not switching over. No.
What? Dude. I've been doing that since I started this hangout, dude.
Yes, there's wolf serum.
I was just throwing it. Go ahead. I don't care.
That's what I do.
I got barbecue going here, guys. I got to run anyway. But so I'm sorry if I disrupted the room there. I didn't mean to.
No. Your ideas were awesome, bro.
All right. Hey, just a last point as I walk out the door here. Right, we wouldn't send them to the planet to do this, but in fact we did send them to Australia. And Australia wasn't a harsh place. Australia is a beautiful place. I've been there. And yet we did exactly that. We sent them to Australia where they couldn't get off the island and considered that a done deal. Yeah. Just a thought.
Well,
anyway, all right, I'm out here.
Hitler, first of all.
Later.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Brian Fisher has a new way to solve the immigration problem, like for the majority of people. Like it's simple. Just convert everyone that comes here to Christianity. You know, that way we don't have to worry about like people who are radical Islamists coming in, taking over our government, changing the laws and stuff like that.
But that guy better never cross my path. If I see Brian Fisher on the road, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Oh shit.
Brian Fisher.
Yeah, but I just love I just love how he assumes everyone that comes to this country is automatically Muslim, and also the irony with regard to the history. Didn't the first settlers that came here want to convert the natives to Christianity?
Tried to. The savages.
And the people.
Some of them, yeah.
We learned, yeah.
And the people he happened to have brought over to Christianity. I mean, it's.
Well, you may not consider Catholics to be Christian.
They didn't. At least not for the first 200 years of white folks in this nation.
Well, and with Christianity,
Which gentleman is Carlton? Is that you, Wolf King? Carlton.
Huh? Carlton's gone.
Is that your name?
No, Carlton.
Because I heard that Pillbox also called you a pedophile. He's called me a pedophile. He's called Alexander Carson a pedophile. I'm ready for him. I would hope everyone blocks him. Damn, because that's as low as you. I've never been that low. Of all the nasty and mean things I've said, I've never accused anybody of that. Shit.
Dude, real talk. Fuck Pillbox. Okay.
On your subject,
that's all I gotta say about him.
On your subject you brought up, well, isn't it in Christianity, isn't it the Holy Spirit that has to actually convert you, not these crazy people trying to force convert you?
Well, you can't hear no Holy Spirit unless you have a witness, I guess.
Unless someone's
well, just to answer Nick's question, theologically, yeah, that would probably be the case, but what Brian is but the thing with Brian Fisher is he's a real nutty theocrat. And he just thinks personally that this is a good way to deal with the threat of Islam, especially with ISIS. But it's a bull. It's really a narrow-minded and ridiculous. He's an international. Well, not international. He's a national troll. So I wouldn't give a fuck.
Not to mention, do you know how many smart, and capable Hindus immigrate to this country every year, and how we'd be completely fucked without those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
I need those. We need those people to help us with our freaking computers. We don't know what the hell we're doing over here.
Exactly.
Hey, wait a minute.
There's tons
I
of
could probably
doctors.
use one of those jobs.
What you say, Nadia?
Hey, wait a minute. I could probably use one of those jobs. Okay.
And
Yeah.
also,
Oh.
go ahead, informative.
Yeah, I was just saying on that. I guess Aaron Ross said something that was very interesting. That people aren't becoming so moderate. I guess moderate Christians anymore. There are more creationists that are, I guess, popping up. Like there's two extremes. Either you're for God or against God. There's no more really in between. So that's what that kind of made me think of when you brought that up. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's kind of happening now. So yeah.
I wonder how true that is. I mean, it certainly could be, but I suspect there might be a lot of, halfway decent Christians, halfway decent conservatives who are getting real tired of these, crazy MFs running their party and their
Definitely, yeah.
narrative. But until somebody has the chutzpah to change that, I don't know how it happens. I mean, if I was a Republican, I'd be real sad that these knuckleheads have taken over my party.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure other Republicans are sad. That's why they're going to nominate Bobby Jindal in 2016. You watch it, I called it here. Blue called it. Bobby Jindal will be the Republican nominee in 2016.
Mark the day. What else you got going on, Will? Nada.
I just zoned out. What you say?
I said, what else you got going on, Will?
Okay, let's talk about drugs.
Sweet.
Yeah, I gotta wait till 11 o'clock. Shit.
Have you gone over Right Wing Watch's Right Wing Roundup? Or
No Right Wing Watch.
Not yet. Well, hold on, guys. Nerd Wallet recently just had this thing. Basically, if weed was legal in all 50 states, in the entire United States, we would rake in like $3 billion in tax revenue.
I believe it. Have you guys seen the?
How much? In a day, in a month, or a year?
A year.
Year.
Oh,
a
it's
year.
gotta be more than that, Wolf. It's got to be like $30 billion a year for the whole nation.
I think no.
I think that all weed. I mean, it's somewhat regulated. Some of the weed. Actually, I was watching. There was an interesting documentary on CNBC that it's still. Like all the weed that they buy, you just use it pure cash, and they still can't sell it like outside of I guess certain venues. I think so. It wouldn't be I guess the high number that what he just said earlier, and I was like, oh okay.
Yeah,
well,
but okay.
It's not profits. It's like the tax income kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the basic facts. Not to cut you off, Nick, but let me just. Okay, here are the basic facts. Like, if weed was indeed legal, crime would be down, jobs would be up, and this stuff would be taxed to the point of sale. I mean, this would only equal like nothing but like just reasonable, great solutions for the American economy.
That's exactly right, Wolf. That's basic common sense, basic economic sense that anybody can see. I'll tell you what. When these state legislatures see how much money Colorado and Washington have, things will change.
Yeah, and we were founded on hemp. I mean, hemp and tobacco we were kind of founded on. That was our biggest markets.
Yeah.
So I'm sure these fields, if it is legal 50 states, people will be able to grow not only the weed to smoke, but now they can grow hemp again like crazy.
Say, Dean, can I tell you a secret, a historical secret? You probably weren't. Forgive me, but I'm sure most of you have heard about the duel between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton back in the day.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I know what Hamilton said that set Burr off, that caused the duel. They had been rivals for a long time, so one time at a dinner party, Hamilton got drunk and accused Burr of incest, of being the lover of his own daughter. When Burr heard about this, it was on. It was on like Donkey Kong. Shit.
Nice.
It'll get you. You could get killed for that today. You could get shot for that today.
All right.
Say that about somebody, they will kill you.
Yeah, easily.
So yes, the guy in the 10 was a drunken big mouth.
Oh yeah, I can see like the personal insult with that, like, hey, you know what, man? You're fucking your daughter. What? I'll kick your ass.
My goodness.
And I think you'll get a lot of people off of a lot of the pharmaceuticals. You legalize pot like that, and so there's benefits outweigh the pros outweigh the cons in a huge. And I don't even smoke, so and I have no problem with it. I actually think it would be more of a benefit. I actually don't know what too many of the cons actually would be.
Yeah, also they got this awesome pizza sauce, with this weed infused pizza sauce that's pretty popular right now.
Oh, have you seen the Dave Chappelle when he did the movie and he went inside the mushroom pizza place or whatever and they actually baked shrooms into the pizza? It was pretty interesting. He was going across the country, I think, and that whatever that movie was called, but yeah, it was
There's a
fun.
place here called Something Mushroom Pizza, and it's a hippie thing. They have a VW car inside of it, upside down, hanging from the ceiling. It's called the Mellow Mushroom. It's called the Mellow Mushroom. It's a pretty crazy place like that.
Interesting, really good.
Cool.
Legalized pot here. I'm sure they're gonna have some pizza sauce like you're talking about.
Block Party, that's what it was. Block Party, Dave Chappelle.
I'd check that out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I miss him on Comedy Central. I really do. He's Key and Peele, they're okay, but it's not the same.
Oh yeah, I catch the reruns all the time on the middle of the night kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Any more news from you, Wolf? Oh, good. No.
I think I've got something. So in my state. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, in my state of Alabama, I guess there's a first that's going. I made a video about it not too long ago. That an atheist is giving an invocation at a town hall meeting.
Yeah.
American atheists are that's my phone. American atheists are dadgummit, are intervening and saying that there's not enough faith. I guess different faiths being able to give the prayer and stuff like that. So that should be happening, or that decision should be happening. I think it's sometime today. But
right on.
That was definitely interesting, especially here in Alabama. And a lot of the atheist movement has been really picking up around here, which is very, very unique. So
yeah, for sure. You're around the same place I am, Bible Belt wise. Like you're Christians all around you.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. That's it for me for now.
Were you trying to say something, Nadia, a second ago?
Yeah, I was going to say that I'm still looking for or Googling for the demographic trends for religions or denominations or whatever in the U.S. And also, there's rightwingwatch.org has a few bullet points on the news that might be enlightening to us.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the trends are. What makes you wonder if they're going up or down? Or I know they were going down.
Let me silence my phone. That's better.
Informative?
Huh?
Did you get your Mario mushroom?
Yes. Finally got it. It took a second, but we got it. I'm all big and strong now and ready to take on the Koopa Kingdom. Okay, well, yeah.
Oh, wait. What the fuck is this? Marco Rubio, we should totally permanently occupy Iraq.
Did you say Marco Rubio? Well, did you say Marco Rubio?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And he thinks we should permanently occupy Iraq. That's a great idea.
Iraq.
I'll make sure none of the money that would otherwise go to welfare actually goes there. So there we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's fuck up their country some more. Even though we've already did that shit for the sake of oil.
Yeah. We don't need to help anybody here. Let's go there.
Yeah. Starve the beast. It's Grover Norquist, Starve the Beast. Yep. Divert it all to military.
I mean, I really feel like the issues with our foreign policy is that we're so focused on dominating everyone else that we can't focus on nation building here at home.
Right. Yeah, that was my point. Second, that's exactly. Stupid. I don't think it's about nation building anymore. It's about like global commerce building. Something to that effect. It doesn't matter what the nations turn into; they can all turn into third world countries as long as they're still making money.
Yeah, pretty much.
We go buy them an island, build their mansions on that island, and stay there.
I feel like it's a sense of being a superpower that we have this basically this sense of dominance over other countries rather than just letting them rule for themselves. I mean, personally, we've already, we pretty much like dealt with Al Qaeda as an issue. I mean, sure there are remnants of them that still exist, but like apparently ISIS is the next like hot shit to worry about, right? I mean, it's a matter of like maintaining like the welfare of our nation, but at the same time, having our hand up the ass of these other countries. It's not helping us, financially or otherwise.
Well, no, we just create terrorists after terrorists kind of thing, or not necessarily terrorists, I guess, but people that hate us even more.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
If I wipe out your father or your uncle or something, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna grow up and hate me. We're just creating new generations of people that hate us, kind of thing.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Anyone else?
Dinesh D'Souza was apparently lost his first post-conviction speaking gig.
He lost it? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't know. I don't like Dinesh D'Souza.
Felon, federal criminal.
Wait. What about D'Souza now? The conservative fuckhead. What about him?
He's a felon.
I'll get the link to the article here.
He was.
What did he do?
Finance reform. He lied.
Something about him losing a speaking gig or something. I didn't hear the end of it.
Yeah, he lost his first speaking gig after his conviction.
Oh, okay. He lost his first speaking gig after his conviction. Gotcha. So people are starting to not listen to him now that he got convicted.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hey, and there's another one, immigrant. How about you? Yeah, we don't want any immigrants who are going to fuck with our campaign finance laws and break them.
Yeah.
You go back to wherever the fuck you came from. Go back to Goa. Go back to Goa, motherfucker. You un-American bitch.
Yeah, fucking around like that. We have enough people here already trying to fuck our system up.
Yeah, especially ones who just, who apparently try to pretend they have the higher moral high ground us,
Yeah.
and pretend like they actually care about the country when in fact they're. What was he convicted again? For?
Violating campaign finance laws. I don't know the
Yeah.
specifics. Just know he did that.
Yeah.
Felon.
Apparently, a large group of
Let me look that
Muslim
up.
scholars have condemned ISIS or accused them of misinterpreting Islam. And a GOP congressional candidate is blaming the Sandy Hook shooting on atheism and postmodernism.
There's another one I'd kill in a second, and I'd be in jail happy. I'd go to jail happy just knowing I took some fucker like that out. God.
Who said that?
Well, I can find his name. Hang on.
Yeah, you don't worry about it. You can look it up. I thought you said. And I just missed
I
it.
put a link to it.
Yeah, thank you.
Zach Dasher.
I'm surprised it's not blamed on Obama. So.
Probably did that too.
I'm sure. Obama, I guess atheist would include Obama, right?
Yeah.
He's Muslim atheist.
Muslim, yeah. Apparently the GOP candidate blaming Sandy Hook on atheism is Zach Dasher. He's somehow related to the Duck Dynasty people.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I read from
All
Wiki.
those fuckheads.
Yeah, I can't say that they're too idiots, or they're too much of an idiot, because they just made millions of bucks off a show, made millions, I'm sure, off their duck calls.
True.
Oh, wait a minute. He's in jail right now. In 2014, D'Souza was indicted on charges of making illegal political contributions to a 2012 Senate campaign. On May 2014, D'Souza pleaded guilty in the United States District Court for Southern New York to the charge of using straw donors to make illegal political campaign donation. On September 23rd, that's just a few days ago, D'Souza avoided prison time and was sentenced to 8 months in a community confinement center, 5 years parole, and a $30,000 fine. D'Souza's hanging out with knuckleheads like me in some community confinement center right now.
And the ironic thing is, this is a guy who talked about liberals treating wealth like stolen art from France, and it's like, dude, you're full of shit yourself. You're nothing more than a hypocrite. You steal money from other people, and you try to make it seem like, oh, I earned it. Like have these lazy fucks help themselves. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Gain some consistency.
In a halfway house. Dinesh D'Souza's in a halfway house for 8 months. That is just unbelievably funny. I'm laughing.
And your work isn't based on how hard you work. Based
Yeah,
on,
I think Christopher Hitchens is basically he's laughing in hell right now. No, wait, hell's not real. So.
You know what I mean? I know plenty of people that have 3 jobs and are hard laborers, and all 3 jobs will be labor, and they don't make shit. So you can't tell me someone that just has to deal with stress is working harder than these people.
I agree. Well, I mean, everybody's job is tough in its own way.
Right.
I mean, the same guy who's hauling, drywall all day, he's absolutely terrified of standing up in front of a class of kids.
Right.
Whereas for me, it was the opposite. So there you go. Every job is hard if you do it.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, money, your pay isn't based on how hard you work. Like it's.
Oh, if we're gonna start paying knuckleheads, what they're worth, the guys who operate jackhammers would be, billionaires.
Right. Nepotism plays a big part in it too.
Okay, I believe we're in about like a full hour. Like we're just gonna keep it like local right now. So Brandon Brangler, you any of you heard of him, like Boom, aka Boomhauer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his epic little debate with JD Kane, in which he said virtually shit. Overall, I think it was a nice little debate. Even better than the one I had with Dream Man. Because his voice alone is like so it's literally detrimental to my ears because all of his stuff is just like virtually just fucking gibberish. Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. In this edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries, I'm going to expose the atheist community for the liars that they are with my white guy voice that somehow isn't consistent with the way I fucking look. I'm pitching my damn throat. You can only imagine like how what a ridiculous fuck that is.
Wow.
But going back, yeah, he didn't say a damn. Brendan did not say a damn thing to JD, so not much of a debate.
Was it yesterday? Or was it a separate debate?
It was a bull. In his mind, they had a debate, but like it never really fucking happened.
But I know, but was it on that talking shit, or was it something separate?
Talking shit. Wednesday. He might as well just move it to Wednesday. He barely has it on Tuesday anymore. But yeah, apparently there was this like little. He commented on G-Man's video where he said me and him was gonna have a debate. He is butthurt about that now because he felt like I persecuted him in that discussion. Whatever. Then
I came in before.
Yeah. And Brandon actually commented on that earlier video with that announcement, saying that I was gonna have a debate with JD Kane, and he didn't know how it was gonna be. So apparently JD invited him on to make his case against him, and he didn't say shit, just like in his videos. Which, by the way, annoys the fuck out of me. If you're not going to say anything in a video, either text the stuff out, or just don't fucking make videos, you idiot.
Good point.
Yeah.
I can understand. I can understand being nervous, but I mean, this is a message you're giving to people beforehand. I mean, I can understand having a script or a teleprompter or what the fuck ever, but if you don't have the ability to like transmit a message through a video and to the rest of the fucking internet, then what the fuck are you doing on YouTube? You might as well just be fucking commenting on shit.
Yeah.
I don't think his comments are very well organized either.
I think that was the guy that, right when I went into JD's, I guess I got in because he dropped on accident, and I didn't realize it at the time, but he was griping out in the external chat about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He has the capacity to talk shit and say things through comments, but when he, it was only until after it went off air that he was actually vocal about shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that was still barely. But whatever, I really can't say I give too much of a fuck. Alright, I think I'm gonna go off air. Alright, this is Wolf King signing out. Thank all of you, have a good night, bitches.